All right, YouTube. So, in my sick mind that I have here, so Jude, yesterday there was a bunch of things going on in the shop, and I was overcoming adversity and complex issues and different things going on. And then Jude said something to me, and he was just like shook his head. So I told Jude, you wouldn't last 5 minutes in my head. Too much shit going on all day long in there. So yesterday I was thinking about you, the customer who buys vehicles from these clowns that they call engineers, right? So let's talk about this just a hair.
What did you say?
The engineers who build these engines, and when they sit in the room and say, hey, let's build this GDI engine and not test it, or hey, let's build an engine that a rubber belt runs on engine oil for the oil pump, right? So do they all sit around in a room, smoke crack, shoot heroin, and do lines with strippers like Wolf of Wall Street, right? And say, this is a good idea. And then they go, oh yeah, this is a good idea. Fuck the consumer. Who cares what happens to them in 3 years? Let's put a maintenance schedule on the oil bath belt for 130,000 miles for the Ford vehicles or something like that. And then it fails at 60, 80, 90,000 miles.
The Ford EcoSport. They have a recall out right now for their...
They can't get parts till 2025.
Yeah, I know. And we've had 2-3 cars come in with blown up motors.
Not the customer's fault.
Not the customer's fault.
The engineers smoking crack in the boardroom.
It's because the oil pump belts are shredding because they're soaked in oil.
But what happens to a power steering belt or an alternator belt that's soaked in oil?
It shreds.
They already know the outcome of this, right?
Yeah.
It's not a secret. It's not rocket science.
It's not a new thing.
It's not a new thing. No. Mm-mm. So that's just my thought for the engineers. Unless they hire the worst engineers in the world to just sit around. Do they even drug test them? Do they even check their qualifications? Like, what have you engineered that's actually good? Nothing, probably, right? Did you say anything that they built today for a consumer in the automotive industry is built in the customer's best interest? Not really. Maybe fuel economy, but that's coming at a cost because they don't educate you on how to maintain the product that you build.
Maybe Toyota.
Toyota, here we go. Honda engineers, right? Japanese engineers, Asian engineers, all these guys, right? Honda has built the best 4-cylinder engines in its class forever.
Yeah.
Now all of a sudden they can't build a 4-cylinder engine?
They're over-engineering.
Honda's got 4-cylinder block issues because they followed Ford's footsteps with a bad block design. Ford got caught with their pants down. They were giving people free engines. How many free engines do these places have to give people, right? Free engines before the customer stops buying their products.
We've had more than one vehicle come
absolutely.
in at Miller with less than 10 miles on it.
Yeah.
Blown up, that out of the box.
Yep. So this is my point. Honda has been building the best 4-cylinder engines forever. Toyota was building the best engines forever. Now Toyota their engineers can't build a short block with the right bearing clearances. Not Toyota, is it? Yeah, it is Toyota.
No, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Is it Toyota? Yeah, Toyota. Toyota has it right now. And their V8s are eating bearings like insane.
I didn't know about that. Yeah.
Ford with their short blocks problems, wet belt systems. I could just go on and on and on.
Their overboosting issues. You know how many escapes overboost to hell because their wastegates or blow-off valves are so awful.
Right.
And then
they're probably stuck with carbon.
Yeah.
There you go, right? And a lot of this stuff could just be avoided. Like, hey, Mr. Customer, you're going to buy this car, and basically your car's a detuned race car now, right? Yeah. This is how we get the power and economy out of it. But the downside to this is, if you come in every 10,000 miles, we're going to help you maintain it, so it's going to last you 200,000 or 300,000 miles. No, because they don't have the education to teach their technicians that, coming from the engineers, and then how are you going to pass that on to your consumer? They just go, we don't know. We're going to send an engineer out, right? And if he can't figure it out, your car's going to sit until they figure out a buyout or get you another car. That's why I said to people, I would never buy a new car there. Never. They're such garbage. Complete garbage. Thanks for watching.